So, Angela, tell me why you came to see me today.
My sister and I came to see you. She said this would be good for the family. And, I don't know, it's very logical when she said it. Just, I love my nieces and nephews, so this is a good idea for them. But we get along just fine. So, nothing's wrong.
Okay, so you don't feel like anything's wrong.
Absolutely not.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and ask you some questions that we usually ask, just, to get us moving along here. Do you often feel nervous or panic?
Nervous? No. Not at all.
Okay.
Cool as a cucumber.
Okay, good. How about deep levels of sadness or excessive crying? Any of those things?
Crying? No. I don't think I've cried since I was 11 or 12. My life's good. Nothing to be sad about.
Oh, good. Now, Angela, how do you sleep? Would you say that you sleep pretty well, or you get enough sleep?
Yeah, I keep pretty regular hours. I might read until 2 or 3, and then get enough sleep before work. So yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
Good. Now, do you ever feel like you need to get everything done at one time?
No, I think my job is pretty chill, and I have enough time to do that. Books keep me pretty chill, so no, I'd like to stay pretty relaxed.
Have you ever had thoughts of suicide, or are you consumed by thoughts of death?
No. I like reading about death or the afterlife, but no, not suicide. That's not logical.
Okay. What about friends? Do you have a lot of friends that you interact with?
It's been twice shy. No. I have my family. My sister calls me to let me know what's going on in everyone's lives. I'm just really busy with work and my books. I have a lot of books that I need to read today, so.
Would you like to make friends at all?
No, I mean it's just not practical. So there's bad things that can happen. So it's just more comfortable, with my job. With my apartment, my books.
So you do have a job?
Yes.
Where do you work? Or what do you do?
I live near a library, and I am responsible for putting everything in its place. I reshelve all the books that come back through and that people leave laying around.
So you do enjoy your job?
Well, I'm good at it. They've wanted to hire someone else before, and told them I could handle it by myself. And they did a reorganizing of the library before, and I worked extra hours and did it all by myself in even quicker time than they thought we would get it done. So I'm all that they need. So.
Your boss must have been pretty impressed.
Well, yeah, why wouldn't she be? I mean, her job I could even do. It's just, I know that library inside and out.
Okay. So let me speak to your sister just for a moment. Can you tell us why you thought that she should come and see me?
She sometimes will call me 4 o'clock in the morning to tell me not to take my kids out the next day to the park or the fair because she feels like something bad's going to happen. She thinks she has some kind of sixth sense. She also feels that she's our grandmother reincarnated. She feels like that's who she is.
I don't feel like I am my grandmother reincarnated. I feel my grandmother's spirit in me.
And how long have you been having these feelings?
Since she died when I was about 3, and when my parents were going through their divorce shortly after that, she came to me and she was there for me, and just over the years become part of my soul.
When all this is going on, do you ever feel like you hear things or see things that other people cannot hear or see?
Like hearing someone in the other room?
Or like hearing voices or that other people do not claim to hear as well?
No. My grandmother speaks with me when in my dreams, but not speaks to me because it's like speaking to yourself. Just I feel these messages that she can see because she's in heaven, and it's usually about my sister and especially her kids. So I'm always saving them from dangers.
Okay. And how has this affected you and your family?
My kids, sometimes they get a little bit scared because, you'll come up to them and you'll warn them about things that kids don't understand. And they're just a little bit fearful of her. They love her, but they get scared.
They love me.
They love you, but they get scared sometimes as well. And she doesn't mean to scare them. And sometimes it does take a toll on me, getting calls all hours of the night about things that...
Well, they're hard things for anyone to understand, but like when Jimmy hurt himself at the park, what did I tell you?
Yeah, but kids fall, kids hurt themselves, kids have accidents.
That day.
At the park, it happens, kids fall all the time.
Now, are you taking any drugs or any medications that have not been prescribed to you by a doctor?
Do not put anything in my body that's unhealthy.
For our group project, we chose schizotypal personality disorder. We felt that this disorder was complex but still very interesting. The clinician started off the evaluation with the basic assessment questions you would ask. We ruled out depression, anxiety disorder, bipolar disorder. The patient presented with none of those symptoms. And then we thought it would be interesting for the clinician to explore her social avoidance by not having friends, and we tried to lead you down the path of avoidant personality disorder. We touched a little bit on possibly her having narcissistic personality disorder because she claimed to do her job so well and thought highly of herself and that she could do the job of others. And then finally, when the clinician asked her sister why she brought her in, it was revealed that she was, in fact, having some odd thinking, clairvoyance. She mentioned that she thought she had the sixth sense. She felt like the world was a dangerous place and she could sense these things. And so at that point, we were hoping that it would be evident that it was schizotypal. A few common attitudes is, I feel like an alien in a frightening environment, or since the world is dangerous, you have to watch out for yourself at all times, or there are reasons for everything, things don't happen by chance. These are some of the things that, based upon how she acted in the interview, we wanted to come across, and even her kind of odd dress and behaviors were indications of that as well. Thank you.